The NASCAR Cup Series is nothing short of personality and all kinds of emotions when each race comes to each racetrack. And we all know that, and it has been for years. You look at guys like Tony Stewart, always never knew what was going to happen with him. We've seen guys like Joey Logano, and he can have moments where he rubs people the wrong way. He can also have moments where he is a class act race car driver. And there's guys like Kyle Busch. Yes, he has been known to get under the skin of a lot of his competitors and fellow fans of the sport. But we are now in a era where there seems to be this overall consensus that I'm beginning to notice from both fans and drivers and other people within the industry of NASCAR, where they have to ask themselves, is there any more respect within the garage area? And all this has been coming up more into light here lately, even back at Atlanta Motor Speedway, where we were there covering the Better Health 400 race weekend. We talked to Kyle Busch, and he brought up several more recent incidents. Especially, he referred to a former teammate, a young man who used to race for him in the Truck Series, and he tried to have a conversation with him on respect and etiquette, and apparently he didn't want to listen. Now, I'm not going to say names. You probably know who he's referring to. I think we all did, but he also brought up talking about his NASCAR Cup Series competitors. And he said, when referring to a question asked by Dustin Long of NBC, he even said there's no more sense of respect within the garage area. And I just look at that and I'm like, if Kyle Busch is a driver who's standing up there in front of all the media and saying that we don't have respect anymore in the garage area, that says a lot. I mean, at his age, he's becoming more or less, or at least he should be becoming a garage area leader, in the sense that you had guys like Mark Martin who were stand-up class act guys back in the day who would be considered leaders of the garage area. And even I look back at old things. I saw a clip when perusing Twitter this week where you had guys like Ricky Rudd and a few others who were jokingly having a brawl, if you will, after they were took out in the early stages of one of the All-Star races in 2004, I think it was. And even this weekend, I saw from a user on Twitter named TexasChev1, they pointed out that Kyle Larson just seemingly bulldozed his way through Eric Jones and Ryan Blaney at Circuit of the Americas. So I have to ask myself now, as an observer, what needs to happen? Does NASCAR need to step in and start imposing penalties for rough driving in NASCAR? I don't know what's going to be the answer in this case, but it's becoming very clear to many who cover NASCAR that there is an issue. And I think it stems to where we need to address it early, address it in the ARCA series, address it in Truck Series, and address it in Xfinity Series, because now we're starting to see those talents come up into the Cup Series, and we're starting to see that same attitude rub off on guys that many would think wouldn't be doing this that often. As a fan, I appreciate all the drivers in NASCAR in all the series, but at the same time, I want to see them give it their all and not flat out wreck each other or do stupid things that delays the outcome of a race. You know, back at Atlanta Motor Speedway, we saw Josh Williams parked for a piece of debris falling off his car. That was a race that was full of cautions. I think at that point, NASCAR was sick and tired of the cautions. And when that happened, they gave him the penalty due to delaying the race. I don't think that was the right call personally, but then we look at Circuit of the Americas, and we had so many guys that kept just over aggressively driving those final restarts. That ultimately delayed the end of that race. And that was a race where we were racing without the stage cautions, I should say. And it was expected to make the race go faster. And I think for the most part, it went fairly well. But then when we got into all those overtime restarts, people began to wonder, should we be doing double file restarts at this track if they're all going to race this crazy? Should we be doing single file restarts? You know, I don't know what the clear answer is there. But there was clearly an issue that the end of that race kept getting delayed due to over-aggressive driving. And the caution had to keep coming out. And ultimately, we finally finished that race what felt like almost half an hour later from the initial overtime restart. But I digress. There seems to be a sense of respect issue in the NASCAR Cup Series and in all of NASCAR in the garage area between the drivers. I want to see that improve. I don't know how we improve it at this point, but the biggest possibility, I guess, is that maybe NASCAR, as much as we like to say boys have at it, they might need to start stepping up and imposing a few more rules. I hate to say it like that because we all just went crazy over Josh Williams sticking it to the man, but then we just see constant issue after issue. And I go back to what I was talking about yesterday between Denny Hamlin and Ross Chastain, and it just seems like there's an issue there between them. They can't seem to get that behind them, and I might have to agree with Kyle Busch. The sense of respect in the garage area might be gone right now. I'm curious to know what you guys think, though. So let me know down in the comment section what you think. Is there any more respect in the NASCAR garage area? So leave your thoughts down below. And until next time, hope you guys have a great day. Bye, guys.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching this video from DannyBTalks. If you're new to my channel, make sure you leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so that you'll never miss another new video here on DannyBTalks. Until next time, I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.